Hey guys, welcome back to the Nick and Cameron YouTube channel. I'm Nick. Today we're going to be talking about my 2005 Red Fire Clear Coat Metallic Ford Expedition. So let's just jump into it. So some of the details about this car: it's an XLT. It has the 5.4 liter V8. It has a curb weight of 5,500 pounds and towing capacity of 6,000 pounds. Some stuff we've towed with it. We canoe a lot in this family. So we've had a trailer on it with a bunch of like coolers and boxes and crates and stuff. And then like 4 canoes on top of that. And then also a canoe on top of the car with like 8 people in the car. So it definitely, it gets work done. It does do its job. Yeah, some other things about this car. It has some rust, stuff like that. Headlights for it, they shoot out like 10, 15 feet without the brights on, so they're pretty poor. Other than that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We put studded tires on it for the wintertime. It's really good in the snow. It has options of 2 high, all-wheel drive, 4 high and 4 low, so it's very capable. All right, so yeah, that's about it. Let's go on to the interior. All right, so now we're inside. Let's just go over it. So it has, here's the basic head unit. It's stock. I really like it. I prefer cassette head units to anything else because you can put cassette to aux in. That's really nice. Yeah, other than that, it's got, here's the control shifter for the 2 high, all-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low. It's got power steering, as all new cars do, or newer cars. Yeah, it's got nice things. I like how this light shifter works. It's really just easy to understand. Then there's the windshield wipers. Yeah, so there's that. Cruise control, I never use that. Let's go other stuff. It's got 2 cup holders, 4 cup holders in the front, and then it's got the glove box, standard size glove box, I guess. It has the owner's manual, shit like that. Center console,
very large.
Pretty large, yeah. Stuff that doesn't work, the stock radio, the lights on it don't work, so you kind of just have to feel it around. But that's whatever. It still plays music. Stuff in the back. It's got 2 rows behind us. The middle one is, of course, the more comfortable one, and then behind that there's a fold-up row, which is still all right for, I'd say, younger kids. I mean, it fits adults too, but if you're like hauling the gang around, I guess it works. Yeah, so that's about all there is to that. It's got AC. Something weird with this car is if the heater or AC go below the parallel line, it starts making a loud clicking noise while you're driving. Other than that, everything works just fine. Some rear climate control stuff. It's got this mirror so you could see your bratty kids. You got AC stuff, and then a sunglass holder with glasses in it. And then, yeah, so that's about it. Other stuff, power mirrors. I mean, it is the 21st century, so power mirrors. More mirrors upon mirrors. You can see yourself. Anything else you think I should add, Cameron?
I'll talk about the size of the rear when all the seats are folded down, along with the payload capacity for the rear when all the seats are folded down. Like, what could you fit in there?
So yeah, all the seats do fold down back there, and then it's as big as probably, I'd say, maybe a sheet of plywood. I don't know if you could fit exactly that in there. It might be cramped, but it is what it is. Yeah, the payload capacity in the back, or just on the inside of the car, is 1,500 pounds, which is enough.
It's about the same as a full-size truck bed.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it is pretty much just a truck, but with a...
Yeah. Who would you recommend this car for? What kind of person would like it?
Soccer moms.
Soccer moms? Okay. Why would you pick this over maybe like a minivan?
Well, say your family, say the dad drives like a Camry, and then, you know, you have the mom, but, you know, sometimes you need to tow stuff. Well, you make the mom drive a Ford Expedition.
So this is if like maybe you have a commuter and then you need another family vehicle.
But they drive like a lot less.
Yeah, but you don't want to go as big as a full size truck.
Yeah. And you need to fit a lot of people in the back.
Yeah, so like if you have a really large family, if you're from like certain religions, and they
maybe live in Salt Lake City or other regions of Utah.
Yeah.
Actually, they have full size vans.
Yeah, they have like the express, like Chevy Express vans.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
All right, so we'll probably just look over the engine a little bit and then close out the video.
Okie dokie. Let's jump to it. All right, so now we're going to talk about the engine. Pretty standard early 21st century American car, truckster. Got the 5.4 liter 3-valve Triton engine. Lots of plastics and stuff like that. It has 300 horsepower. Yeah, so that's pretty much it with an engine. It's engine-y. It does engine things. It turns. The amount of power that it can put out is 300 horsepower, which converted to Newton meters is I don't care. Stuff like that. It does engine things. You'd see it has the power brakes, the big old brake booster cylinder. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything I need to add. What do you want to say, Cameron? We're gonna go on a drive. We're gonna see the acceleration, stuff like that with it. It's pretty slow, and this car does something that I don't really see in any of the other cars I drive, where if you put it in drive, well, you know, it's an automatic transmission. Usually you put it in drive and the idle propels the car forward. This car, you put it in drive and it stays still. I think that's just because it's old, because I don't think it's always done that. But anyways, so we're gonna go on a drive and just check out what it's like driving the car. All right, so today we're on the inside, driving it. It drives pretty fine.
How's the braking feel?
It's all right. Sometimes when you get up to higher speeds, since the brakes are a little old, they need to be replaced, but you know, it's like, who cares, this is the extra car. It starts shaking violently. Other than that...
It's the Ford Death Wobble.
our Camry does it too, so... you know, stuff like that is fine. See the dash, it's, you know, it's got all that good stuff. You know, TAC and Speedo and all that shit. Or stuff, whatever. Anyways, yeah, it drives fine. Definitely bigger. You know, I've driven other smaller sedans, and it's definitely a lot bigger. But I'd say I prefer this to like a newer Expedition, where they're even bigger and like harder to drive, and they have the shifter like down on the front.
On the way back, we'll show the acceleration a little bit to see like how this engine truly performs.
We'll show the acceleration maybe on this like flat part. It is rainy, so we don't
want to be too dangerous with it.
You know, we got studded tires though, snow tires. I mean, how much does that help in the rain? I don't know. Tear up the road, who cares? Anyways.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll come back with a little bit of acceleration.
All right, so now we're going to show the acceleration.
Definitely gets up and goes.
Accelerates like a big old truck. I mean, after that, it does show its age though. After the years, it doesn't quite drive like it did when it was new. Other than that, whoa, driving in the middle of the road, jackass. Okay, hey, he also had a Ford Expedition. Anyways, yeah, so that's the video. You know, give her a good old like for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps us out. We're trying to get to, you know, a certain amount of subscribers in a certain amount of time. Yeah, so like and subscribe, and then see you next time.